Hey bookkeepers, it's Trudy from Maven. Let's talk about the pay gap between what you should be making and what you might actually be making. Because if you're not pulling in the equivalent of $60 to $80 an hour minimum, it's not because you're not smart enough, it's probably because someone has told you a very big lie. So let's debunk that fantasy and get serious about building real skill, real systems, and real paychecks. This isn't rocket science, but it isn't magic either. Running your own business is more like folding a fitted sheet than rocket science. It's awkward and it's messy and we all hate doing it. But once you know how the corners work, it gets easier and smoother and it's oddly satisfying. Now, what it's not is instant. You don't manifest your way to mastery. You practice your way there. And if you're trying to skip that, you're skipping your foundation. So these are the gimmicks you want to avoid at all costs. The two main traps. 1, programs that promise to teach you bookkeeping in a matter of days or weeks. And 2, programs that claim that you can learn bookkeeping while you're becoming a business owner. You can't run before you walk, and you definitely can't serve clients while you're still Googling the basics. This idea of learning QuickBooks on Friday and onboarding clients by Monday is delusional. That's not confidence, it's chaos. So here at Maven, we fix that by focusing on teaching entrepreneurialism to already trained bookkeepers, because there's a sequence. And to be clear, getting your foundational client base can take upwards of 12 months. Remember, you need to establish trust, and that is one slow-moving train. So let's break down this wild claim. One program out there, literally called the 1 Hour Bookkeeper, claims you can learn the essential skills in one weekend and then turn around and make $60,000 a year working just 1 hour per client. So let's do the fantasy math. 60 clients equals 60 hours. That's not a business, that's a fantasy. You need 5 new clients a month just to stay afloat with that model, which means constant marketing, constant onboarding, and no margin for error. Not to mention, what kind of client only needs 1 hour of your time monthly and is willing to pay you over $100 for it? Certainly not the kind that values relationships, trust, or long-term support. That's not a sustainable client base. That's a churn and burn hamster wheel wrapped in pretty branding. So here's your Maven reality slap. Can you make $60,000 plus as a bookkeeper? Hell yes. And in fact, if you're full-time, you should be making 3 times that. But you can't do it without proper training, solid systems, and hard-won experience. And Maven isn't about shortcuts. We give you the real map, the skill building, the credibility, the client structure, and the pricing strategy that make the equivalent of $77 an hour and higher not just possible, but repeatable. This isn't a hustle, it's a profession. And it's time you start treating it like one and pricing it like one. So stop falling for pretty promises and start investing in serious progress. You're not a 1 hour wonder. You're the financial backbone of somebody else's business, and that is their blood, sweat, and tears. So, if you're ready to fold your practice into something predictable, profitable, and powerful, then click below and let Maven walk you through the actual steps to sustainable income. No smoke, no mirrors, and definitely not a $60,000 in a weekend scam. There's 2 attachments down below to accompany this video, so click down there. We've got the real path to $77 an hour and the Maven scam filter. Make sure you subscribe for more system building, client leveling truth. And next up, why BNI is our go-to networking platform. We really want to share that information with you too, so we'll see you there.